Have you ever wondered what is encryption? Well, I'm sure you've heard that term before. But, do you really know what it means? Let me explain it to you.
Encryption is a way of translating data from plaintext, unencrypted, to ciphertext, encrypted. Users can access encrypted data with an encryption key and decrypted data with a decryption key.
Well, that was very insightful. Thank you, Professor Einstein. We sure know what you meant. Let me simplify it a bit. Encryption is a process of converting original information, plain text, into unintelligible, alternative text that makes the original message technically unreadable. Sounds familiar? I'm sure it does. Do you remember creating and sending secret notes to your classmates when you were a kid? Or playing crack the code puzzles? The idea behind these and encryption is exactly the same. You have a data that need to be protected. All you need is a right code to hide it from unwanted readers and a key for the addressee to be able to crack it and read the message. But how does it actually work? Imagine you're sending an email. The application you are sending an email with uses a bunch of algorithms, a key, to turn your message into a totally unreadable bunch of random letters and symbols. So, you know now how the data gets encrypted. But aren't we missing something here? You're right. If the message is unreadable, how will your addressee read it? Well, that's when the cryptographic key comes to action. The key is a tool that helps the application on the end side of the process to crack the code and make the message readable again. That process of making the data readable again is called decryption. The cryptographic key uses the same algorithms that was used to encrypt the message to decode it back again and make it accessible for the end user. Let's keep in mind that coding and decoding messages is not a new invention, specific for modern technology. It has been known for centuries. That non-computerized process is called cryptography. It is a general practice of techniques for secure communication in the presence of unwanted third party. Cryptography was used in ancient times. Some of these codes remained an unsolvable mystery until today. Later on, it was used for many purposes. We know that cryptography was commonly used during American Revolution, Second World War, and Cold War. Kinds of encryption. Internet security professionals may use different approaches to encryption. They will provide different ways of coding and decoding, several levels of security, alternative ways to provide the decoding key, or particular rules of accessing the final message. Luckily, we don't need to study all these kinds of encryption to understand how it works. Okay, now we know how it works, but why do we need encryption? What is it all about? Encryption is one of the most basic tools of internet safety. It helps to make sure that nobody unwanted have access to your data. It provides authentication, which is a kind of confirmation of a safe source of the data. It also provides the integrity of the data. That means that your messages won't be changed or edited on the way to your addressee. Of course, as every technology, encryption has its limitations. As the computing power increases, some older encryption systems became vulnerable to attacks. Encryption is effective, but no longer efficient enough to be used as an only tool to protect the data online. Now you know everything about encryption.
Use that knowledge wisely.
Or impress some strangers at the bar. I'm sure they will be delighted. Thank you for your attention. I hope my quick guide was helpful.